see. Welcome
There's
to
no
Chunks.
peanuts in
Please
that.
choose your chunks. Huh. I thought it was a joke at first, but yet, here you are. Let me get that for you. I wonder why they keep running out so quickly over there. Anyway, tell Luther I said hi. The nutritional information is the same for all chunks, sir.
Live a simple life. Try not to complicate it.
I'm learning so much here.
Welcome back.
Everyone should visit at least once
Is that
in their
special
life.
sauce I smell? Hell yeah, you came through. Thanks again. Now, no one's gonna mind if I sneak a pack or two for myself, right?
We used to get more tourists than we do these days.
Feel free to look around, but don't touch.
Mech construction is a dead industry, Chief Pretorius. Those jobs aren't coming back. But Reliant Medical, Archmite, and Satori Mills are dedicated to Gagarin. We were just hoping Gagarin could show the same dedication in return.
I'm not closing off the city every time you want to run a tour group through here.
Our investor visits are the key to making Gagarin a place that works again. A place where people want to live again.
People are living here just fine. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have security work to get back to.
I'm sorry, but if this isn't directly related to Reliant Medical business, you should really schedule an appointment.
Tell me you're here to just report a good old-fashioned crime? If I have to deal with one more corporate exec begging for special treatment, I'll eat my badge. You know, your stand-up routine leaves something to be desired. Though if you're gunning for a personalized tour of one of Gagarin's holding cells, that can certainly be arranged. But I think we might have gotten off on the wrong foot. I'm Delitzo Pretorius, UC Security Chief. It's our job to deal with any law breaking around Gagarin. And we take that job very seriously. Now, was there something I can help you with? We've had our issues. Some folks aren't thrilled about the corporations moving in, but the majority don't act on it. Those that do largely keep it civil. Protest, throw some paint, occasional crate wanders off. But we've managed to avoid any open conflict so far. It's really not a bad assignment. Well, I came here right after training, which was 10 years ago now. Gagarin was a lot rougher then. People were still reeling from all the plants getting shut down after the war. So there was a lot of petty theft, break-ins. I was responsible for putting together a pretty busy community outreach program. Worked out well enough that they eventually made me chief. Gagarin's not really that sort of burg. Most of the restaurants went belly up when the mech trade shut down. Only one left is Lizzie's. on the other side of town, though it does have a nice view of the square. There's also a little social club the local executive set up across from Lizzie's. But it's still pretty light on amenities. Now, if you're just looking to resupply, then you'll want Clint's. Another case of last business standing. But he's got a good selection. And for medical supplies, you'll want Dr. Kayala. You can find both of them on the main concourse. Beyond that, we're just corporate offices and private homes. Just stay out of trouble.
Salutations. Please ask a supervisor if you need something.
I've got application. Gagarin's not an easy place to live. Nice to finally be getting some new neighbors.
You're not the usual courier. Please tell me you're his replacement, and that you're just here to pay me a long overdue visit on his behalf. You're not the courier. Our delivery service doesn't run late like this. Something must have happened. Look, I'm expecting a very important package. Very important. What would you say to tracking it down for me? Quickly. I pay, and I pay well. Good. Let's get you on your way then. Akachi Rosenblum, United Transport, Garin Branch. Now, please. Akachi, it's Helena, over at Reliant Medical. Your courier never showed. I need his stops for the day. This is my I don't care voice, Akachi. Oh? And what's your firm's policy on losing our branch as a client? I thought so. Send it to my personal slate. Thank you, Akachi. Here. All the places our courier might have gotten waylaid. She mentioned a panel or something that you can plug his ID number into at each delivery point. They should tell you if he's been there recently. The ID's 8148. When you do finally track him down, you can tell him you'll be completing delivery. Now go get me my package. Please.
I know a guy who just got a job at the Centauri Mills plant. Won't say what they pay, but his outfits sure have gotten nicer.
I hate it when the walkways creak.
Welcome to Clint's. Whatever you need, I'm sure I've got it lying around somewhere. Except mech parts. Don't trade those anymore, so don't waste your time asking. If you need anything, just follow the sound of falling inventory. You'll find me eventually. Gagarin. It was a military town until the end of the Colony War. Mechs were our specialty. Everyone always blabbers about Mars making the highest performance machines. But if you needed a system that wouldn't let you down in a pinch, you piloted a Gagarin. But that all dried up when the mechs were banned with the armistice. Now, we've got these new firms coming in. Arkmite, Centauri Mills. Claim they're here to revitalize the city. Which is funny, since their employees refuse to step foot in most of it. Plenty more competition for stores like mine, that's for sure. UC had a lot more money to throw around in those days. During the war, I couldn't keep the shelves stocked. At first, because of all the demand. But later, because the Freestar Collective flotillas were so damn good at picking off UC merchant craft. But the biggest difference now? The quiet. Not just because most of the forges and mines shut down. It was the testing. Firms used to drive their prototype mechs out into the canyons, way beyond the city. But you could still hear the guns all the way from here. It was like, shoo, thunder. So when the thunder stopped, Well, so did Gagarin in a way. Hard to not be nostalgic for a time when the city was in a better place. Though, knowing what we do now, with the costs of the war and all, probably better for everyone that Gagarin's moved on. Plenty on offer.
I was thinking about going for a hike outside in the canyon.
Apparently, the
I'm Dr.
corporate execs
Keala.
are talking about building
Are
their own
you a new patient?
priority catwalks above
If
the
you're a
city.
UC
You been up
citizen,
there?
I can look you up,
Good
get your
luck.
benefits processed once we've done a workup. Oh, well, hello right back at you. If you're ever in need of medical services, you just let me know. I like helping people. I grew up around here, so I already knew basically all of my patients from day one. My parents both worked the mines, and I saw how hard that can be on the body. Made me want to help folks around here. Take care.
Courier 8148.
Centauri Mills sees a lot of potential in Gagarin. All the security measures.
Error. You have already checked in at this location. Please resume route.
That's Zaneta up at the Vanguard office. She's pretty good.
Check-in accepted. You are late, courier. Please complete delivery and proceed along your route.
Welcome to the Vanguard recruitment office. Here to join the cause. If you've got a ship and the metal to help keep UC systems safe, the Vanguard has got a place for you. Ah, pleasure to meet you, Captain. So then, to what do I owe the visit? I'd love to get some more people coming in the door. Any interest in helping me distribute some recruiting materials to a couple local concerns? Wonderful. You'll be dropping off recruitment kits to 3 people. Lizzie Aheo at the local watering hole, Chief Pretorius at the security office, and Dr. Keala over at the clinic. I'll pay you for the legwork, but I'll throw in some extra if you can get them to guarantee they'll actually put the materials up. That all sound like it's in your wheelhouse? Good. Once you're done, come back here. I'll have your credits waiting. The drop-offs are the easy part. Getting them to actually hang those posters, less so. UC Marine Corps. Served in the Colony War. I can't talk about the specifics, but I'm proud of what I was able to do. Being a part of something bigger than myself made me who I am today. Living in the war zone, you get a better idea of the value of life, of working together with others, of your own strengths. I'm still processing my experiences and how they changed my life to this day. My family's actually lived here since the place was first settled. Gagarin's seen a lot in that time. Wasn't too long ago, this was a booming manufacturing town, churning out mechs for the UC. That all went belly up when the technology was banned post-colony war. Now we've got these outside firms buying up the old factories, bringing in new money. Honestly, I think we'll see this place get a real facelift in our lifetimes. Come back anytime.
Ugh, real scorcher today, isn't it?
Ah. Zeneda warned me this day might be coming. Look, I presume you're not getting paid if I refuse delivery. So here, I'll take them. I'm not about to pull credits out of someone else's pockets. But this is a medical office. I can't in good conscience hang those things up. First, do no harm and all. I think you're just wasting your time here. Don't make this any harder than it has to be. Wouldn't exactly be a popular move in a city with Gagarin sort of history, that's for sure. All right, I'll put them up. Tell Zeneda she wins, okay?
Something you want to report? Knew Zeneda'd start coming for my people sooner or later. Sure. Give 'em here. I'll throw 'em up in the office. Sure. Zeneda''s helped me out of more than a couple tight squeezes. Least I can do. Could use a little chit-chat after the day I've had. Be safe.
Sometimes I hide outside the door to listen.
You know who's really to blame for Gagarin's problems? The Freestar Collective.
Looking for a drink? Don't serve anything fancy, so if you're about to ask for wine spritzer or whatever, you can hop right back on your ship to New Atlantis. More of these things? Fine. Give them here. I'll make sure they find their way to the incinerator with the earlier batches. Oh, yeah? Fine. Let's discuss. Ah, so I'd be doing community service then. How kind of me. And Zeneda's gratitude is a big motivating factor for me. Don't let the friendly demeanor fool you. I really am obstinate. Enough, all right. It's not happening. Now please, let me burn these things in peace. Then I'll make sure they know you say goodbye. Bunch of corporate marionettes moving in, setting up shop. They think we're just a bunch of cheap factories and dumb labor that'll leap at whatever scraps they toss us. But Gagarins are tough by default. We've got exactly zero need of corporate condescension. Sure do. I came into some money right around the time the war ended. Places were selling for nothing. Every person with credits was flying to New Atlantis. I got this place for a wink and a nod. Have been slinging drinks the way I like 'em ever since. Lucky you. I've got a little project I could use some help with. You've seen all the neckties and power suits wandering around town? feels like they're everywhere. And while I like a bunch of stuck-up new Atlantean MBAs defiling my city as much as I enjoy unmedicated dental surgery, they've got the credits. So sooner or later, I'm going to need to start serving them, or someone else will. Exactly. Except those people like fancy crap. The kind I don't serve, and honestly, don't have the credits to pay for. But I may have stumbled on a solution. There's this ship whose crew had to ditch mid-flight. I presume it's some kind of luxury liner because it's supposedly got an impressive collection of booze on it. I want you to go to the ship, find the best stuff on board, and bring it to me. Anything else on the ship is yours to keep. Plus, I'll throw in some credits for your trouble. My contact's reliable. More than that, not your job to know. A fair concern. Fine. I'll make sure you get paid a premium. You'll find the ship doing laps around Grissom. And be careful. I'm not paying for broken bottles, okay?
Gagarin was the one industry city.
You managed to get those materials passed out? Folks didn't give you too much trouble, I hope. All right. No need to get pushy. Here, what I owe you for the deliveries. And for your negotiation services. Thanks again for helping out. Good to see you again. Door's always open.
Check-in accepted. Please continue along your route, courier.
The best cereal is chocolate labs.
This thing you're wearing? Unless you're going to start shifting some cargo, I think you might want to clear out.
Our package loss rate is the envy of the sector.
I'd kill for an ice cold boom.
Back at last. Did you find the courier? And more importantly, my package? The data is gone. I was afraid that might be the case. Well, I suppose that explains why my employee, Mr. Maximoff, disappeared so suddenly. And why the tracking beacon I installed on his ship was detected fleeing the planet. Here, your payment for finding the courier. It seems you've got some chops when it comes to investigation. What would you say to finding Mr. Maximoff for me? Seeing what he knows about where our data might have wandered off to. Excellent. Mr. Maximoff, Bonifant, appears to have set down on another world here in Alpha Centauri, Hawley. Go there and see what he may know on the subject of our missing data.
I've heard the other Reliant branches aren't run like this.
Trade in a little bit of it. May not be the prettiest stock, but you can count on every piece.
Be careful down near the mines and enter any active
When I get older, I'm gonna work in the mines, like my dad did, so I can save up and buy my mom a house somewhere nice. Hey, who are you? Nice to meet you. I'm Taye. I live here in the condos. Sorry, I don't usually talk to strangers, and I don't know. I guess I'm thinking about lots of different things right now. I don't really know what to say. Yeah, I'm just worried about my mom. She gets sad all the time, and I just want to help her. She's been that way since my dad died. Only, she doesn't like me talking about it to other people, so I probably shouldn't. But you know what? Maybe you should talk to her? She says she doesn't get to talk to too many other adults much. Maybe talking to her'd help. I don't know. It's worth a shot, though. Right? Nah. There's no school in Sidonia. My mom says it's because everything's so packed together, there's no room for it. But also, there's almost no kids here either, so it doesn't make sense to have one. Instead, we learn remotely. It's cool, I guess, but it'd be cooler if I got to hang out with more kids my age. Like, my friend Renee is fun to hang out with and all, but I think she probably feels the same way. Having a real school would be nice. I don't know. I guess we just make up some games. Usually I just hang out and talk with Renee since she's close to how old I am. Sometimes we go to the community center and they have stuff to do there, like crafts, movies, music, and other activities. But except not when the adults are having a meeting. Renee calls them sad meetings because everyone seems so sad in them. I asked my mom what they were, but she says it was something to do with drinking. And like, I've never gotten sad after drinking water, so I don't know what's going on. Later then.
I hope getting that book won't be too much trouble. Oh, did you find the book, Dragon Star Force Volume 1, The Heroes of the Dragon Star? Nice. Can't tell you how long I've been waiting to add this to my collection. Thanks again. I hope this makes it all worth it to you.